Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
So we are excited to be watching this film. This has been requested on and off for a while, amongst other things, because we do get a lot of requests. So thank you for your patience. Yeah. We do love Marvel. And this one is part of the multiverse. No, just kidding. But we're all about the multiverse now because of the Loki series and the What If series. And this one came out in 2012. We have a different actor now who plays Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield plays Spider-Man. We know him from Social Network. We really enjoyed that movie. Yes. Very different of a movie, but that was really good.
That movie, yeah.
And he was really good acting in that one. So he plays Spider-Man. I haven't seen this. Mom and Kim are completely blind to it as well. I saw Emma Stone's name in this. There's a few other people. See Dennis Leary. I always think of I'm an a-hole, Leo. And you guys are like, what is that? So that's a really catchy tune.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Martin Sheen. He's an amazing actor.
Icon.
Oh,
yep. Sally Field. Love her.
Great. Love her too.
She's a genius too.
Yeah, that's awesome. So this has been requested for a bit. It finally won a poll on our Patreon. If you guys want to check out our links below, feel free to vote. That helps us choose what we're going to be watching next. Actually, whatever wins, we always do watch. But we do choose some random ones here and there as well, just so it's fair to everyone. And thank you guys for supporting us. Also helping us decide what we're going to be watching. Because how this all started is just so amazing. It really is. Like, it's so fun. And all of you guys guide us in all kinds of directions. So, yeah. So this one, it says on Wikipedia, it's a superhero film based on Marvel Comics character Spider-Man and sharing the title of the character's longest-running comic book series of the same name. It is the fourth theatrical Spider-Man film produced by Columbia Pictures and Marvel Entertainment, a reboot of the series following Sam Raimi's 2002 to 2007 Spider-Man trilogy, and the first of the two, the Amazing Spider-Man film. So there is a sequel to this one. It's a reboot of the three that we saw with Tobey Maguire, which we really enjoyed those. Those were really good. Well told. Acting was great, but the emotions in it, like, it was so freaking exciting. Just the struggles Peter Parker went through were so believable. The excitement of learning his powers were a lot of fun. I remember we loved everything about it. It was so intense and exciting.
His friends.
It was great. Aunt May, like, love her. Always love her character. And just the older Aunt May in the Tobey Maguire one it just really made me, think of family, like, it just really makes me, like, have such a soft spot for her and just want her to be protected, and she's such a strong person, and with the Green Goblin, like, that, like, really bothered me when he went after her, and the feels in that movie were great. So, I don't know, it says a reboot, so I'm not sure if it's going to be an origin story again. Maybe it'll follow the comic books a little differently, or maybe even closer to the comics. We looked everywhere, and it is on Amazon, so we're going to be watching it there. Of all the services I have, I don't have Prime Hulu or Premium Hulu, but yeah, so at least it's on Amazon for rent. The Amazing Spider-Man. Holy crap, what happened?
Oh, boy.
Who was there? Did someone shoot through the window? I mean, there's a lot of mess.
Someone wants his formula.
I had a spider drawn. Oh.
Prototype?
Oh.
Can I get to my locker?
Oh, come on.
Right there, really?
Come on, you can't move.
Be careful with that.
Oh,
I think you're a weirdo.
Put him down, Eugene!
Oh, the poor kid right there.
Uncle Ben, you're a pretty great dad, right?
That's nice,
Yeah.
Ooh, glowy.
Oh.
Now I'm all conflicted. Scary spiders and awesome glowy effect.
Okay, Kevin.
Whoopsie.
Oh, my gosh,
they're all falling.
Oh, boy.
Ew.
Here we go. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, he's gonna rip her shirt off.
He's gonna stuck.
Oh no. Oh, look at that.
Oh no. Oh jeez. Whoa.
Reflexes.
Yeah.
What is it?
Webbing.
Ew, a weapon in his neck?
Oh, it's right from the site.
Gross.
Oh my god.
We wish we could do that.
Oh my
Jesus
god.
Oh no. He pulled him
yeah,
off. That's
that's
even better. Embarrassing.
Oh.
He's gonna break it.
Oh.
She looks familiar.
I heard that.
She's the girl in your computer.
Oh, don't say that.
He's
Sounds
got you on his
weird.
computer.
Yes.
Don't say
I'm his
that.
probation officer.
Oh, that's cute. Oh gosh. Whoa.
That's one way to practice web slinging.
Whoa.
Meet Fred and Wilma, our three-legged.
Yeah, Fred and Wilma.
Wilma! Yeah.
Where are you going? Peter, come back here, please.
Oh my goodness.
Don't grab
Oh
it.
no. Oh no.
Don't grab it. Don't be a hero.
No.
Oh no. Oh, he gets shot. He's gonna get shot. Oh yeah. Oh.
Is he dead on the spot?
Oh, shit. Oh my god.
Whoa.
God.
I always love that.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Just don't leap off.
Oh god.
He has to learn, but hopefully this isn't the first trial run.
Oh. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Spandex.
Yeah.
Spandex. Everything. Spandex.
Nice. Crotch!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no.
Read the mouth.
You're gonna get in trouble too, because you're taking
Yeah,
the law
that's
into your own hands.
Oh,
We will shot the other guy behind you.
oh jeez.
That's fun.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh!
Oh, look at them.
they're beautiful.
They were nice.
You know, they're beautiful.
Savage was on.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Scaly.
Close the window.
Ooh, getting claws.
Yeah, look at this. He's gonna turn into a monster.
Hey, man, you all right back there?
Oh boy.
Yes, but are you gonna be?
Oh my god.
Whoa, what a move!
Whoa.
I'd be like, wait, what was
I
that?
just showed you.
Oh wait.
Whoa.
Oh.
He's still alive.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow. Jeez. Oh.
You
He's going
knew.
after him.
Fire me.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, boy, did he change. Yeah.
Come on, go, go, go.
Oh, come on. Move.
Come on. Only have the back window.
Oh,
Crap.
please. My poor face.
Come on.
Oh,
No.
no.
Good.
Yes.
So he can turn back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Without the arm.
Yeah.
Oh,
without
yeah.
the arm, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
whoa.
jeez. Ooh. Oh, is that the mouse? Whoa.
Oh, no way.
Oh.
Oh, how cool. Just like a spider web. How cool is that? Or he's right there.
Oh, wow.
my goodness.
Yes, he is.
Oh!
Whoa. Ooh.
Holy crow. Ah. Crap. Ooh, okay.
Oh, thank God. Oh, he's so strong. Come on, Pete.
Crap.
Oh.
Thank God.
Resistance being a giant mutant lizard.
Hey, Gwen. Hey, what?
Oh, no.
Coco, Howard's making some cocoa.
I have cramps.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
Say no more.
Cry. It's brutal.
Whoa.
Oh, these poor kids.
Oh, guys on the Peter Parker.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my.
Thank God he was wearing those.
Yeah, well,
Oh, God. He's going to drink something.
Oh, weapon.
oh.
Take it outside, too.
Ooh, he's gonna grow that right back. How fast? That's fast.
Oh, Reckon's back. Yeah.
Keep wrapping, keep wrapping, keep
Oh,
wrapping.
gosh.
In the tail. Extra in the tail.
Bad lizard.
Ah, there's sand.
Stan!
Oh, my God, yes.
Oh, he doesn't hear
I
anything.
have no
Oh,
idea.
look
He
at
almost got hit. That was himself in the mirror.
Oh!
Oh.
Wow, he can get shot up.
Oh.
Holy crap.
Oh, wow.
See? Wow, that was
Yeah.
quick.
Here he
I know,
comes.
he's moving up. See? Yeah.
Oh,
Now
he's
they're all
spray-
gonna
he's
turn.
gassing them.
Oh, wow.
Gwen,
There you go, yeah.
Mother Hubbard, you serious?
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh, no, right to dead.
Whoa.
Oh,
Good
ooh.
shot. Oh, that's so creepy. It's like Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
Right?
but a lot smarter. Ah, see? Ooh. Didn't work.
Is it?
Oh my God,
No?
it's gonna hit.
No.
Wow.
Oh, gosh.
Oh
Oh, come on.
no.
Oh, no.
Crap. It's gonna break his hands. Ow. Oh.
Don't you
Kill
dare.
him?
Oh,
Daddy.
crap.
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, you're only human. With one arm. Bye-bye.
Where were you?
Yeah, that's for sure.
She knows now.
She must know now.
So come on home, Peter. You my hero.
With great power comes great responsibility.
That's right. Oh, gee, well,
Not at us. No.
no. Oh, God.
That was good.
That was.
Yeah,
very
he's
good.
gonna break a promise.
We think, right? I don't know.
It looks like it.
It looks at least they made peace, but I don't see them staying apart.
Yeah, I
They'll
don't
probably
know.
try for a while. I know there's a second movie. I'm hoping she'll be in it too.
Maybe too. Maybe
Man,
good.
that was very intense. It was good. I liked it.
That was very good.
It was
Yeah.
great. I wish Aunt May was in it a little bit more.
hmm
I love Aunt May, but
I
yeah, I
do too.
loved it.
Like that.
The acting was
great.
great. I
And
like.
Uncle Ben was so good too.
Yeah, I was gonna bring him up, and Uncle Ben. I mean, I guess you guys knew that too. I kind of blurted it out, but I just assumed he was gonna die in this movie as well
Yeah,
because
we
that's
knew.
Yes,
always
yeah.
been the story with Peter Parker.
Mhm.
But again, it was his fault. They had to keep it that way, where the guilt. I mean, it wasn't his fault, but he got something in return from the guy robbing the store, and he didn't want to help. He's like, no, not my problem. At least that was the Tobey Maguire one, but it was similar there, where he's like, he said the same
Yeah,
thing.
well,
the
he
guy
took
said
the
to
same
him.
attitude as the cashier.
Yeah,
That's
You can-
right.
And
yeah.
because
you
of
can give
that-
a penny, you can't take one.
and if he helped, he could have saved his uncle, and he didn't.
Mhm.
So there's the guilt. And he followed that path of vengeance, where he needed revenge. He needed to
Right.
kill this guy. He was so full of hate. And it shows that people, and there's a cutscene. No one's perfect, Being a hero doesn't mean that you're going to be pure, perfect, and just save people. Like, you can be full of hate, too.
Hello, Doctor. Did you tell the boy the truth about his father?
Who
That's
was
it.
that? It's probably like some huge character, and I just don't know who that is.
I know. They talked about
yeah.
him in the beginning.
Yeah.
With the other guy that was like he had an investment in the other investor who wanted just to prompt things up and go faster and not do clinical trials on people.
So what happened to Peter Parker's parents? They were involved in this, and I've never seen that before. So they were actually part of the whole project of spiders. Like, they had spiders in the office.
Oh, definitely, yes.
They were experimenting on that first, then they worked with Dr. Connor. So that was kind of neat seeing them, because I just thought they died in a horrific accident, which they could have, like them trying to run away and then getting caught.
Was it a plane crash or something?
They said it was a plane crash, but I don't believe it. It could be. Or someone planned that to get rid of them because they knew too much and they were trying to do good.
And he hid the plans or the file in that briefcase. So it's top secret, and Peter still has it.
Yep.
As far as we know.
I'm glad Dr. Connor ended up, we knew he was nice and he cared about Peter. And when he turned into that lizard creature, it just took him over. And there was no part of him that seemed to really care at all about him, about Parker. He just wanted to kill him so he can continue on with his project.
Yeah, he was obsessed with it.
Yes.
Yeah, so I like how at the end, when his human side started coming back after the antidote, then he actually grabbed him with his bad arm.
Thank goodness,
I just, that was
Right,
one
and then he
meaningful-
switched it over, which was
had
even
to.
better. He kept, wanting to save him.
I thought that was like a
That's
deeper
good.
meaning too, because he really wanted that arm and to grab Peter, and then it dissolves and him still use himself instead of the help to save him instead. I thought that was very powerful too. How emotional. I mean, Spider-Man goes through so much. He's a good guy. I like how his character stays the same, where he's a great fighter and he's very sarcastic and puts a lot of humor into it, because he was always like that.
As he's fighting, yep.
And he was even more humorous in this one, like even cowering, like being very exaggerated and mocking his enemy or the people he's fighting.
Yeah.
So that was very entertaining to see, just how good he is and how much he could taunt people and kind of play with his food like a spider.
That's right,
Yeah, and like he did with Flash, he tormented him and was teasing him in the basketball court. And he felt good about it because he bullied him and the other outside.
Right.
So, and he's always bullied him. So it felt good to get that out. And he continued on after his uncle died. He continued on with that, that mark of doing that.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really happy he turned around, because they kept
I am
it so
too.
stereotyped in the Tobey Maguire one, where Flash was just a huge bully and he never changed from that. I
so
still love
happy.
that movie, but this was even cooler. Not only did he go up, how brave is that? Peter Parker humiliated you, and I'm glad his uncle called him out on that and said you shouldn't do the same exact thing.
Right.
Even though it's different,
That's right,
but
yeah.
still, like, it felt good, but it's not cool to do the exact same thing to someone. And now he still went after him to apologize about his uncle's death, got attacked, and still ended up being friends with him at the end.
Yeah,
So
that
he
was
really
good. That was
turned
very
around.
Cool, yeah.
I mean, to get humiliated when you have such a reputation of being this bully, like, people usually have an issue when they have, when they fight people, when they try to terrorize other people. And this guy was really insecure and got really embarrassed.
right.
So that
He
was, I think, worse.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And when Peter put him up against the locker, he said, "How does that feel? You feel good?" Like he knew how he felt when he did it.
Yeah.
And he didn't like it. He actually didn't like doing it. So he's kind of like giving it back to Peter, like, "Oh, do you feel good doing this?"
Yeah, so Peter
So-
doing that
Yeah.
originally made him realize, crap, this isn't good.
yeah,
I don't like how this
yeah.
feels, not being on the opposite end. Very good.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
very good.
Gwen Stacy. I know of her from an old cartoon in the 90s that I used to watch as a kid. Like, I loved that. I think it was actually called The Amazing Spider-Man. And I think, I could be wrong, I think she was called the Black Cat, where she becomes a superhero too, but I could have her mistaken for another person. So now I'm going to look it up after this. But
Boy, I guess.
Gwen
Wasn't
Stacy.
she in the cartoon too that we watched?
Yes,
That's it.
yes, a multiverse one or something. That one was
Yeah.
awesome.
That was great.
Yes, I'm so
Okay,
glad you
yeah.
brought that up. How could I even forget that? I love that freaking movie. I want to watch that again. And the main character was Miles, right? That was the name.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I really enjoyed
Yep.
his character a lot. That was an awesome movie. That was just freaking incredible.
That
The
was
style of it and
Pig.
the pig, that's right. Oh God, like I love that freaking movie. I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah, so Gwen Stacy, in that universe, she was Spider-Man, right? And they all came together. So there's another universe for you.
My
It's so
goodness,
crazy.
well,
There you go.
all these
It's endless.
universes.
Yeah, so I know there's a Black Cat, so I'm curious if that's her or not, or if she's going to be that maybe in the second movie. I like her a lot. She has good chemistry with Peter Parker in this. I mean, character-wise, yes, but actor-wise, it really worked out well.
It did. It did.
But so you guys think
I
she's
loved
going to
her
get
dad.
together?
Her dad in the long run. I mean, he, just like the boy that Peter saved, his dad, he came and helped him back. You know, he came around and helped him. He's like, no, he saved my boy. Let's help him. Come on. Let's
Yeah.
That's right.
There's booms out there. And just like Captain Stacy, he let him go and just, here, go get my daughter. Go
That's
help.
good.
I was so
Go help New
happy
York
about
City.
that. I'm glad. I love seeing everyone come together because, again, comparing to the Tobey Maguire one, I hope no one minds, but just, I love everyone coming together. I think that's so great to
Yeah,
unify
yeah.
over a common goal, something good. You want to save people. And him, even Peter learning, like, he wants to do good, but he was so full of hate trying to get revenge for a while. And him just saving that boy in that car over the bridge.
Oh, that was,
And just the
that was really
pause
good,
there, him
yeah.
interacting and really just taking time, because in that moment, you know, I'm just like, come on, get the kid. But it's important to understand your situation. And he just played his cards right. He's just like, okay, got to stay calm, talk to the boy, put this on. It'll make you feel
That's right,
stronger.
yeah.
You will be stronger. And he knew exactly what to do in that situation, reading the person. And it just worked
definitely.
out. So saving the boy and hearing his father say, oh my God, my son, you know, and him just looking at them, the realization of feeling good, like I did something really good here. Like that was great. I like scenes like that.
It was great
Me too,
because
yeah.
it was just after the scene with, you know, eating dinner over at Gwen's house. And,
Awkward.
Yeah,
and, you know, her dad has this perception of Spider-Man being, you know, a vigilante and not caring about other people and not,
Yeah.
you know, doing his own thing. And I think that really resonated with him. And when he got to the bridge, he's like, I got it. You know, I do care.
Yep.
It's not all about
That's
just
right, that's
getting
good,
the bad
definitely.
guy. Just
Yeah.
we got to save this kid.
Spot on, Kim. Yeah, that's
right,
that was actually really good that followed up. Yep, right after.
Mhm.
And I kind of didn't know if it was going to go well or not because I knew her dad was going to talk smack about Spider-Man, but I wasn't sure if he was going to be kind of meek at the table and just stay quiet, or if he was going to retaliate and actually like debate it with him strongly.
Oh, yeah.
So that was
Oh,
very
yes,
awkward,
definitely.
but it makes
Yeah,
sense, you know,
for-
because even
yeah.
though he's a nice guy, he's going to get really defensive because he puts his life on the line to really help people, and you know, he really
Yeah.
thinks he's doing good. But to have a different perspective, you have this guy in a mask, you don't know anything about him, he does what he wants. And even though in the beginning when he got that guy he was looking for and the cop showed up and pointed the gun at Spider-Man, he went after the cop to save his own life, yes, but he
Okay.
still attacked a cop. So he probably did
That's
that
true.
quite a few times, you know, to escape, and
Sure.
it doesn't look good.
It doesn't look
No,
So
good.
it
seeing
doesn't,
both
no.
perspectives so they can both learn from each other. I mean, once, you know, her father found out who he actually was, then he's like, oh, you know, then he changed his mind a bit.
And he knows that, you know, his daughter works at the company and he knows what she was working with and her connection with Peter. He's like, yeah, you've got to go. You know, he knows that he's telling the truth.
How sad that he
Yeah.
freaking dies.
That
It
was
made me
sad.
think
I was
Sad,
hoping that
sad,
he
yeah.
of
would
Norman
survive, but that
Osborn.
was way
Yeah.
too abusive.
Yeah, I remember with the Green Goblin too. It was kind of like that feeling.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
That one was more disturbing to me though, because if you remember, Norman was taken over by the serum too much, where his personality, like he had a split personality, kind of like Dr. Connors here, we had that split personality with the lizard. But he was more tormented, Norman was, with fighting Peter once he found out he was Spider-Man. So his true self kept coming out to really fight, and he was so conflicted with his Green Goblin complex that was intense to watch. And then at the end, when he started crying to Peter and saying, like, help me or I need you or something, then he tried to kill him with his glider and ended up getting stabbed himself. Like, that was intense. So Peter lost someone so close to him. So that was actually a little different, too, because even though he really cared about, he loves Gwen, he really cares about her family and respects somewhat the father, like, that was hard for him to see. Now I'm just thinking about it while I'm chatting, but so I guess the Norman one was more intense because that was like a family member to him, because like a father figure almost, besides Uncle Ben, because they were so close until he got too screwed up with the serum. So it just gave me that same like feel kind of when I was watching this in the moment, but not as intense, but it was still really sad. So I hate that he died though. I'm like, I wish he didn't have to die, but
I know.
It shows that
when she waited every day, every day she had to say goodbye to him to go to work. She had that feeling that, he wasn't going to come home.
How scary is that? People go out to defend, to save people, to protect people, and you just don't know. It gets really dangerous,
You don't.
We have a close friend that's a cop.
Traffic stop,
And, you think that way. It's just,
you do.
It's scary. So, but he put his life on the line. He sacrificed himself, but he completely did the opposite and protected Spider-Man. So that was good.
That's really good. It was really good.
That was intense. And then Dr. Connors, like we did see him briefly in the Tobey Maguire one. He was a professor at a college that Peter was going to, and he kept saying, you're late, or something. And he goes, you keep doing this, you're wasting away. And he didn't have an arm. I don't know if they actually called him Dr. Connors, but I remember thinking that because I remember a lizard doctor being in the cartoon. So I'm like, okay, he's probably going to turn into a lizard. I tried not to say anything. I don't know if I said anything during the reaction, but I almost did. I'm like, no. But how freaky. And he was so desperate to get his arm back that he was willing to risk his life to try the serum.
I know, because his partner of sorts was going to just kibosh the whole thing the next day.
Yeah.
And he took a vial. He was going to do horrible things. He was going to experiment on vets.
Yeah.
At a vet hospital.
That's awful.
I'm glad they got rid of him on the bridge. I'm sure he died, right?
That's a good question. I don't remember.
I think the doctor got him. Yes. He grabbed him in the car.
Right? He did grab him. I remember clawing. I don't know why I don't remember that.
That was the big one I was like worried about, because you got to get rid of that vial. You can't get it to more people. But Dr. Connor did it anyway with, gassing the poor cops.
Yeah. I'm glad that was easy with the antidote to turn them back.
Big time.
There's no side effects that stayed with them, and they weren't messed up or anything. So that was good to see.
And Gwen was very brave to stay there and wait.
I like their relationship in this.
Minutes.
I love Mary Jane. Like, I've always known Mary Jane, but they had a lot of Spider-Man. I think they had a lot of Spider-Man cartoons, or at least 2 or 3 of them in the 90s. And there was, I guess it was called The Amazing Spider-Man or something, where Gwen Stacy, I think, was more of a focus. Mary Jane could have been in that too, but I think in the maybe original comics, Gwen Stacy came first, and then Mary Jane came after. But I don't know if they'll keep it the same. We're all about multiverses now.
That's right.
That's right. You got that right.
It keeps changing all the time.
It does. So did you guys like this movie?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I really did. I liked the chemistry between Peter and Gwen. And
that was so
even though he didn't have his buddies beside him the whole time like the other one, it was still great with just so much action between Peter and Dr. Connor and Gwen's family. It was a nice difference.
I think it was well told, and I didn't even think that. You're right. He didn't have friends really with him in this.
He didn't have his buddy, no.
He made friends, yes, but we didn't focus on that at all. It was just him with Peter and his relationship with Gwen. And then Dr. Connor.
Every once in a while you see, moments with Flash, but
which was nice. Again, that was a really good one. I like that turnaround. But so it was very different too. So it did stick to certain points, like in Tobey Maguire, with the origins of Spider-Man. But they had a lot of differences, and I love how they brought the parents into it because we were always curious on what happened to them. There's still a mystery there. I want to know more.
I think we're going to
Yeah.
find out with part 2.
I hope so.
Yeah.
This mystery man.
I love Uncle Ben and Aunt May.
And
Like
Aunt
they're
May, I love
always
them, yeah.
amazing, and
That's
I still
awesome.
get that feel. Like Sally Fields did great. Like she
Sally
was
Fields
perfect.
and Martin
Right,
Sheen
right,
were great
right.
together.
Yeah, Martin
That's
Sheen was
right.
great. I really thought he
Yes.
was awesome in that role.
Very good.
It was still just as sad. I think I cried more
Yeah.
with the Tobey Maguire one, and I don't know why. I mean, I know because like first time watching it, it was like very
Yeah.
emotional,
I think
and then
that's
seeing
a
it
big
this
part of
time,
it.
Yeah.
you know, like you're kind of like prepared more for it, but it was still
It's so
very, very
sad.
good. Yeah, it was very sad.
Yeah.
I love
was.
Peter Parker's story because it's not like a perfect superhero story, you know? Like, again, he is a kid that has to go through all these hardships. He tries to do the right thing. He's a good kid, but bad things happen. It can turn you, and you don't know if it'll make you evil or not.
That's
Not that
right.
it's straightforward. Like, you don't become truly evil, like 100%. Like,
That's
bad,
right.
you might do bad things because you're just so angry. God, if someone killed a loved one, and you're
right,
right
you're-
there,
yeah.
especially, and it was, ooh, yeah. I mean,
And he's
Yeah, you're-
human.
a crime.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
human. He's
That's
got
right.
this new superpower. And,
right.
you know, he's...
That was fun watching that
That's
too, with
something,
him learning
yeah.
his powers.
He
Yeah.
is so intelligent. Oh, my
Oh my
God.
God, yeah.
I love Peter because he's always been so smart, and that was overkill. But I thought it was so funny with his door lock. But it shows that he's
Yeah.
always like inventing stuff.
Yeah.
Because you can have a really strong lock, guys, but it comes down to the door in the end, I guess. Unless you have like a huge metal frame going around your door. If someone just wants to kick in your door, they can. But it wasn't made for that. It was just to show
No,
like
it's
him
just
being
to-
a little
Yeah.
inventor.
Auntie and uncle away.
How awkward is that?
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. I'm almost, you know, and then he's like on his computer and it takes a few minutes. It's like, what were you doing?
Oh my God.
Sorry. I
I
just
thought it
funny.
was great. Speaking of his room, that he laid out he laid out everything that his father had in that briefcase,
Mhm.
and he was just looking at. And he put his glasses on, took his contacts
That
out,
was
and used
sweet.
That
them.
was good, yeah.
That was
That
sweet.
was-
I'm glad it did work out with the right prescription and
I'm
everything
closer.
too, you know, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you get like those
Yeah.
reading glasses or something, you can kind of
Uh-huh.
guess like they have like a smaller
Sure.
range or something. So maybe it was something like that because he took out his contacts, but it doesn't mean like, oh, he's my dad. I'm gonna have the exact same prescription. Like with Kim, you know, you have your prescription with glasses, and Mom did too. And I had something similar. I had really bad eyesight, like extremely bad, because I just like to go overkill and try to like outdo everybody because it's all about me apparently. No, I'm just kidding. But I had severe, like terrible eyesight. They call it fingertip vision or something, where without my glasses, my doctor called me legally blind. You can't see anything without your glasses, and anything,
That's for
say
sure, yeah.
my webcam is here, I have one monitor here, one monitor here. That's fairly big. And if I took off my glasses, I would only see the biggest color as a haze. Like it would be
That's-
like
that's
right now
scary.
on Amazon, and it would be like a black blue haze, and all the finer things and even the font, the bigger words, I wouldn't be able to see. It would just be a haze of black.
Right.
And then here I wouldn't see you guys at all. With our colors, I might see a haze of like blues and pinks, but there would be no shapes. Like it was just that bad. So I had a surgery I actually got implants inside my eyes. So it's kind of like cataract surgery, and Mom had that too.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but they just double up on the lens instead of take one out and put one in. My vision's a whole lot better. So anyway, sorry for the rant, but it doesn't mean that because he's your dad, he's going to have the exact same vision. It was just lucky, but it was a very sweet thing, and I did feel in that moment that he was trying to connect to his dad that
Yeah,
he
he's
never
just
really
trying
got
to be
to know
close to
after.
have something
Yeah.
of his
That's
Mhm.
with him at all times.
Yeah, and one little nitpick, I hope no one minds, because I really did enjoy this movie a lot, but the whole crane thing was very sweet. I love people coming together and helping out, and it was that father, he saved his son.
That's
Wonderful
right.
moments.
Yeah.
It was powerful, but I was like, can't he just swing on those buildings? And I thought it was kind of overkill, like having other people come
I know,
out.
and then
That's
when
right.
he's
Have
going
time
down,
to do
you
all
know,
that.
whatever
That's
avenue,
right, yeah.
you know,
Have the
everyone's
guys like ready
chaos.
with the cranes, like, because it happened so quickly and he's swooping down. I just have this here just in time to grab you. It was sweet though. They were trying to make it more purposeful,
Let's help
where
That's
him,
right.
you know,
Yes.
help for
Help him.
him.
it's not
Help
just
him.
swinging. He's doing other
That's
things
right.
too with the crane. So that was good. So
That's
that was a
good,
very
yeah.
nice
It was
moment.
entertainment for the chaos that down below because everyone's
my
like,
God.
evacuate now. And
That's
here's
right.
Spider-Man going toward the
Yeah.
Toward when everyone's getting away. That dad, you know who he's from? He's from Punisher.
Yes.
Wolf.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank
It
you.
was driving me
It
nuts.
drove me
She
nuts
always
too.
does that.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
see that
Guy.
because fans have told us in the
She's
past.
Not a
Most
nice
of
guy,
you.
and something we just watched.
That's right.
Yeah, most of you guys are so nice to
I
us,
hope
but
nobody is.
we
Yeah,
try
that's
not to go if we notice someone. We try not to say, "Oh, we know him," because sometimes we get stuck on that, and people are like, "Why do you keep saying that for?" You know. So we try to just wait until we click, you know, because we know people, and we're like, "Crap, who is that again? Who is that?" But I was driving me nuts. Kim. I'm so happy you said that because I was like, I know him from somewhere. So overall,
you,
very
Kim.
good movie.
It was
Very good
It
movie.
was very good, yes.
So, do you guys think that Gwen and Peter will get together again then
I
after that?
think so.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
after
so,
that
definitely.
comment that he's going to break a
Definitely,
promise.
definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm just
Yeah,
going to
she
be the
was
obvious,
snickering.
you know, opposite. I'll just say that it's going to be a struggle, and they're going to try not to, anyways, and it's going
But
to
then
happen.
eventually they'll get together.
They'll probably
And I
just be
even
right
think
together.
Aunt May,
or
this
movie.
Aunt May knows
Oh,
too
Aunt
that
May,
he's
I love Aunt
Spider-Man.
May.
Yeah, that was kind of confusing to me because he's coming in, she's worried about him, she's seen him get beat up, what's going on with you, you don't come home until super late, and now he has claw marks on his face, so she had to know at
Yeah,
that
and
point.
she's
Oh,
always
definitely
reading.
she
She's
was.
always watching the news, rather.
Yeah.
And he got sensitive to the topic of Spider-Man. They were searching for him because it wasn't good. He got up and left. And
Yeah.
Then it's clicking.
That's what I saw.
Okay.
on his face.
Best moment is with Tom Holland when his Aunt May like finds his suit and goes, "What the?" And then it just blinks out. Remember that?
That's right, yeah.
That was like the best. So out of the three Spider-Mans, we have Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. Who do you like the most?
Oh, geez, that's hard.
That's hard.
That's really
They're
hard
all so
because
different. I mean, they're
Yeah,
nerdy
they
and
are,
they
yeah.
really fit the role well.
They
But
did. They all did
Yeah,
a
they
great
did.
job.
They-
It's
yeah.
it's hard to say. It really
Yeah,
is.
It is, really is. I like the first one.
With Tobey
like
Maguire.
Toby.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire, yes.
Mhm.
And I like them all, so it's kind of hard. And this one I
Uh,
like too a lot, so
I loved
this one's good.
him in this, but I liked Tom Holland.
Mm-hmm. I love this because it is really hard, and I have to say too that I heard mixed reviews about this Spider-Man, and a lot of people didn't like it. And I try not to tell you guys that like right away because I don't want to like put that in your head. I want you guys, you're always genuine, but sometimes, you know, like people can kind of sway one way when they hear other opinions.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed this a lot. I think Andrew Garfield is amazing as he's an amazing Spider-Man.
I loved him in this. Yeah.
I loved Tobey Maguire for so long because that was the only one I saw. Of course, that was the first one in movies, you know, so I really enjoyed those a lot. But I have to say Tom Holland's definitely my favorite one. I just think he's so freaking adorable. He has that like hyperness. They're all intelligent.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
do
yeah,
that very
yeah.
well, and they're nerdy. But he just has this extra element that I just love about him in the MCU.
Especially when he was with Iron Man.
Yeah, I love him
Yeah,
with
those
Tony
are my
Stark.
favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he is definitely my favorite, but I really did enjoy this one a lot. Like I really think it was
good,
very
yeah. I
did
believable
too.
as him as Peter
good.
Parker. So guys, please leave your opinions below on what you thought of this movie. What was your favorite Spider-Man movie? I'm curious out of the three with Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. Which one's your favorite? I mean, I know Tom
Yeah,
Holland has a
that's
whole lot of films out now and mixed with Avengers and all that fun stuff, but yay. So very good. Thank you guys for requesting this. Check out our links below if you want to request on things, if you want to vote on our polls, if you want to see our full reactions. We have a ton of fair use versions on our YouTube. As you know, we have a huge full reaction library on our Patreon. A lot of, believe it or not, videos on our YouTube do get claimed or blocked, especially movies, so you might not be able to see it on YouTube. We try our best to revise them and make them work, but other than that, you can check out our Patreon to see everything. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye guys!